hero way. All you had to do say that I'm sorry. Chilling at the house, said I'm good. I told you to get out. Didn't mean a word that I said. Cause I was thinking you would come back. Cause I cried about night and I hurt. And I tried to fight and I cried to God for pieces that ain't work. I don't know what to do. I'm going crazy with you. You got so confused. All you had to do was say I'm sorry. I'm in love with you. Baby, I want this. Say, baby, I'll do what it takes. Now this girl way. All you had to do, say I'm sorry. Hey y'all, welcome back to Crystal's Crystal Clear Visions, where y'all know I like to use my visions, tarot, oracle, music, movies, dreams, whatever, to get us messages from the Most High, to get us messages from our ancestors, our angels, from our guides, and our loved ones who are here as well as passed over. Y'all know they like to bring us messages of encouragement. They like to help us get past any blockages. And I'm going to keep it a buck, y'all. Sometimes they like to let us be a little nosy, okay? So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions to the channel. Shout out to those of you who donate to the channel, those of you who comment on the channel, those of you who come in and leave out just as quick as you came. Anything that y'all do to help me and my channel to grow, I do appreciate you and I thank you so very, very much. Now, should you happen to be new here to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you find this content to be enjoyable. Okay, I hope I'm able to tickle your fancy. All I ask in return is if I check off that box for you, is that you hit that like button for me, share the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit that notification bell and all so you're notified when I go live or when I upload any more videos. Now, I do have to preface these videos by saying that they are for entertainment and educational purposes only. So please, please, please use discernment as you are checking out these readings. I'm not liable for the faith that you catch from my interpretation of the illustrations on these cards. Also, these are general messages, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This isn't everyone's story. And last but certainly not least, please do not use this as legal or medical advice because your girl holds no license in any of those areas, okay? So that said and out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it. So, y'all, I've been like extra, extra giddy this morning. I don't know, I woke up on 10. I woke up like this. Cause I look so good tonight. Goddamn, goddamn, goddamn. So anyway, I woke up like this, just on 10. So I was like, scrolling TikTok as always. And then I just, decided to get on here and do a reading. And like right before I decided to come on here, I heard this song by Sierra. All you had to do was say I'm sorry. Now I don't really know like the total backstory on this song, but I do remember that I think it came out like, and I think it's rumored to be about 50 Cent, like, because she was in love with 50 Cent. And so, she had just, got out of a relationship with him. So this is, the song that she wrote after that. And basically all she was saying was that this person had the opportunity. All they had to do was come back and say that I'm sorry because she, was in love with this person. Like, she told him to leave, but she didn't mean it. So I feel like somebody may have like acted hastily. They may have, told somebody that they didn't want them or they didn't want, just whatever. It could have been an argument, whatever the situation. Now this person is kind of like in regret. And I think that's kind of what she was saying in this song too. Is like she regret like telling him to leave, like because she expected this person to come back and apologize and everything would play out the way it's supposed to play out, right? Um, but everything works the way it's supposed to work. So I mean, look at Sierra now, like she's flourishing. She has all that she desired, to be married to a loving husband, right? To have a beautiful family. And yes, she had to go through the ringer to get it, but she got it. So it's kind of like, what I'm saying, she experienced love and she grew from that, right? So she learned to not say things that she didn't mean. She learned to live, uh, go through another day, like even though, and I do feel like it's one of those, it's better to have love than lost than to never had love before. It's kind of like that energy. So I feel like somebody here, they could be in regret that they didn't apologize, but and maybe somebody wants to come in and apologize, but I feel like this person, now they understand. I feel like somebody is getting that growth, right? They're going through that growth phase of, now they know better, okay? Because when you know better, you do better. And like I said, this person may have missed out on a opportunity, but again, they grew because I don't know. I can't imagine like 50 Cent ain't married right now. Okay. And not to say that that's bad or shade him, because everybody have their stages in life. Some people, that's just not where they at in life. So, you know, whatever, but she's where she wants to be, and she had to, release that situation in order to get to where she's at now, which is happily married, or at least to the public. I don't know what go on in her life, but she seems to be happy. She keep producing all these kids with that man. What beautiful children they are, right? And I remember seeing, I don't know, I think it was a documentary or something, or an interview, where she said that's what she wanted. She wanted a family. She wanted, she grew up in a two-parent household, so she wanted to be able to have, to bring her family into a two-parent household. So she wanted that love, right? What they call it, that old school love, and she achieved that. But she had to go through this situation, right? She had to go through that heartbreak in order to get to where she's at. So if this message, I don't know who it's gonna resonate with, but we finna see. We're gonna see what come out, okay? But like I said, that's the song that I heard. That's the song that I channeled. Right. I do feel like somebody is definitely because a lot of my videos on TikTok this morning was about God. Like, how did you know God was real? And I feel like somebody is finally sitting down and coming to God. Like they finally are acknowledging like that there's a higher presence that's been, that has always had their hand in this person's life. This could be somebody who may have, turned away from God, like they, didn't believe in God, or just somebody is now, I guess, going through that awakening. That, what I'm saying, how did they know, right? How did they know that this divine, all present, all knowing, I don't want to say, but for lack of a better term, entity is, legit. So somebody is finding out, they're coming to that realization. What you call that? A come to Jesus meeting. Okay. So we got assets here at the bottom of the deck. Someone could be, assets could be on the line. We got an unsolved mystery. We got the big R word. Okay, we got federal here. Ooh, and we got a baby father. So this could be somebody's baby father. Um, that could be involved in some sort of situation. I don't know. We finna see where this is going though, okay? Um, I know I felt like that about my baby father. I did feel like, all he had to do was say that he was sorry and I would have taken him back. Really all my baby fathers. And yeah, but now, like, they could say sorry. I don't think I would take any of them back. But that apology would be greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? But again, if it wasn't for the things that they put me through, I wouldn't have this faith. I wouldn't be in this place of happiness. Cause I used to be like, real sad back in the day. I used to be real angry back in the day. And, having my children, even though it's a struggle and they be stressing me the hell out, I still like I've grown to appreciate, and I love them. I love having them around. I love the fact that, I can talk to them and I'm not alone and all that good stuff. So again, I don't know what none of that has to do with nothing right now. I'm just rambling to see, what comes out. But apparently it's coming out, so it's meant to help somebody. So we got scared. You really hope that's a candy bar in the swimming pool. So there's an unsolved mystery here that someone is scared about. Okay. They hoping that their eyes are deceiving them here, okay? But this is somebody who knows. It's like who what they say is pee in the public swimming pool. So somebody could be like dating, okay, and there's some sort of situation involving this dating here. And somebody's hoping like that they not seeing what they seeing. We got someone you don't really know just hugs you, but you're okay with it. So I feel like that hugging people is 111 could be significant. But like hugging people, touching people, that brings about like healing, right? But you can't let anybody and everybody touch you and hug you. But when somebody come up to you and they just, express that type of love, like that can be very healing. So somebody could be going through a sense of healing right now. We got happy, you got bingo. So somebody has won something, won some money, won some sort of prize. Sad, you just met your partner's ex, their modeling career is doing well. So somebody is like intimidated by another person, like the person that they're dating, they're intimidated by this person's ex. Okay. Like somebody, I don't know. Why would you be intimidated? I don't know. But somebody's intimidated about who they dating's ex and scared you're lost in a foreign country. So somebody here is worried. Okay. They lost somewhere. They don't know where to go, where to turn. So yeah, this could definitely be somebody that is like at that moment where they are needing to talk to God, right? They need God to help them get out of some sort of situation here because there is some sort of mystery, unsolved mystery that this person could be involved in. It may have something to do with the big R word here. Um, Maybe this person witnessed it. Maybe this person is on, being investigated for whatever the situation is. Somebody here is like, maybe this person could even have been like the victim of it. But they're definitely scared because they're in uncharted territory. So this could have even happened to someone when they was like a child or something, and that could be what led this person to kind of like turn their back on God and be like, God can't be real because why didn't He protect me? Because that's what a lot of people always, say when they be like, oh, God not real because He allowed slavery to go down. He turned His head when all that stuff went down. And what people don't understand is nothing happens by chance. Nothing is a coincidence. Things line up and play out the way that they're supposed to play out. So, I don't want to say in my opinion, but in my studies, in my research, in my reading, slavery was not justifying it, but it was kind of like, I don't want to, I mean, it was punishment. But there are like certain, because I did see that too. Like in the Bible, it do talk about like God will turn His back on you. Um, if you like offend God, because that's what the man said in the video. Like we're not equal to God. We are made in His image. So it's kind of like that respect your elders type energy. So somebody is not or did not respect, God, and so that is could be how it came along, how it was allowed to happen. So I don't want to get too deep off into that, but somebody here was in a situation where they felt like, you know, they were alone. They feel like they were abandoned. So maybe that's why this all you have to do is say I'm sorry, because God's like all you gotta do is like repent. Repent. All you gotta do is, repent for whatever it is that you have done that could have offended God, right? Um, I'm hearing, what is that? Why has thou forsaken me? Ain't that what Jesus said when he was on the cross being sacrificed? I don't know. God, get me out this Bible part. I don't want to get into that. So it's this person you've been hitting on just asked if your friend is single here. Somebody definitely feels insecure in this situation. I say that because maybe whatever this person went through, like in their younger years, again, somebody felt abandoned, they felt alone, and it made this person, feel like they couldn't depend on anybody. It made this person feel like maybe they weren't worthy. And so that feeling is what drove this person to be like very insecure. This person grew up very insecure, very sad. They felt like, they weren't worthy of love. Um, because of this situation here, I do feel like with it being with this unsolved mystery here, this was something that somebody had to needed to resolve. Um, and maybe this person was running away from resolving it, and that is why this person, was lost. Right? This person was lost in the wilderness. What is that song? I was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. So yeah, somebody is at that point, they're at that crossroad where 9/11 could be significant. They're at that crossroad where they are, reiterating their faith, restructuring their faith. You're practicing your acceptance speech for an award. So I feel like with all this happy energy, like something is about to be transmuted for this person. But it only could be transmuted when this person admitted to, whatever, whether, because I don't feel like this person was in some sort of situation to where, because this gray period, like somebody definitely was taking advantage of, but I don't feel like this person like blamed God about this situation, but not understanding that sometimes you go through stuff so that you will have a testimony to share with others, right? Or, things like great, especially when it's, between families or some things like that. Sometimes those things happen to you, not saying that they're good things to happen, but they happen to you for you to learn. Because we come here to this realm. Listen, y'all have to still understand we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. And so, therefore, sometimes you go through things in life because that's just what you need to go through for character development, right? And sometimes it is, being great. Sometimes it is like being tortured and forced to work and beaten. And, sometimes that type of stuff, it happens. It's evil in this world. It happens. And not to justify it, but sometimes it just happens so that we can learn and grow. So sad, you wish you weren't spending another Saturday night at home with your cat. So yeah, somebody definitely feels insecure, feels alone. Okay, maybe somebody wanted you to feel that way because sometimes people are just evil. Like, and again, sometimes bad things happen to you, not necessarily like they were meant to happen again to develop character, but like you could have, somebody could have had like some sort of light over their life, right? The one people in the Bible that you read about, like a lot of the ones, they had like specific purposes in their life that they have to fulfill. And sometimes you have to go through the trenches. And as unfortunate as being raped is, or being tortured is, sometimes it's something that's necessary for you to reach that greatness, right? Because how can you help someone if you ain't never been through that situation? And again, not justifying this situation, but it's what helps somebody to get to where they are, right? To get to this moment that you're in right now, whoever this is and I'm connected with, whatever you went through was to help you to get to this moment, right? Maybe you were put here to question like God's existence, right? And then you was put through this ringer in order for you to turn your back on God, so that you would try and, walk through life and understand that you can't do anything without God, right? So you had to go through that. You had to, because this is somebody who turned their back. They turned their back. And this is somebody, because of their insecurities, because they didn't have that proper love. This is somebody that had to stumble, right? They had to go through life, and now again they're finally getting to their moment where they're like, okay, maybe there is something to this God thing, right? And it's so crazy, the videos that I be watching in the morning, how they play into these readings. So one, it was the girl that was talking about how someone could have been jealous over the prophecy of someone's life. So you are someone that, again, you have some sort of purpose. You have some sort of light that you're supposed to shine on the world. And of course the enemy tries to attack you always. So at this particular point, maybe the enemy was allowed to, well, not maybe, they were, the enemy was allowed to attack you, but again, it was so that you would be able to get out of this situation here. 222 could be significant to somebody. Okay, we got scared, you just called your boss mom. So this, you know this person, somebody's mom, was the reason that this happened to them, right? This person was born into, again, maybe a toxic family. This person was born to an unhealed mom, right? If you was born to an unhealed mom, so somebody here has mother issues, right? This is a masculine with mother issues, because baby father, this is somebody that has children that I'm connecting to. And like I said, there was a situation in your life where you could have been, raped, okay, taken advantage of sexually. Um, and maybe you never spoke on it, or maybe this mom could have even been the person that did it, right? Or again, this mother could have been jealous because you were definitely, with these assets here, it's like you were someone that was destined to have like assets, like things that, let me see, let me appropriately, I spell assets wrong. I didn't know that. A useful or valuable thing, person, or quality. Property owned by a person or company regarded as having value and available to meet. So it's like you are someone who is meant to be like very valuable. You are definitely someone who has some sort of useful or unique qualities. And because this person was jealous of the unique qualities that you were prophesied to bring to this world, this mother, this mother did not properly protect you. And they didn't properly protect you because they were unhealed, right? So you went through what you went through because this person wasn't healed. So it's like you could have spent your whole life like, God, why did you let this happen to me? And it's like God is like, I kind of couldn't really interfere because again, you have to ask, you have to be willing to ask for God to come into your heart. You have to be willing to surrender to God. You have to want God. Like God wants you to seek him. God wants you to, that's why they say God gives you free will. Because God wants you to come to him. He doesn't want, and that's anybody with love. Like traditionally, well, I ain't gonna say traditionally. Me, when I first, like even when I was younger, before I even, knew that people could do like love spells and things like that, I remember I used to always say I would never want to do a love spell on somebody because I don't want to spend my life feeling like I tricked somebody to loving me. I want for somebody to just want to love me like on their own. I don't want to have to, you know, say anything to this person. I just want somebody to truly, genuinely want to love me, right? And if I'm made in the likeness and the image of God, then I'm sure that that's all God wants. It's for you to truly want to love him, not to because it's what you're supposed to do, because it's the right thing to do, but because it's what you want to do, right? Somebody had to go through this situation in order to come to the point where they want to love God. They want to get to know God. They want to meet God. You know what I'm saying? They want to be in that position. And somebody went through this and it's like I want to say God's basically trying to tell somebody like this this was like a I don't want to say well generational curse because again somebody was born into a unhealed family. And even when you read like who was that, David, he was born to like a family where his brothers hated him, they wanted him killed, they was constantly trying to set him up to be killed, right? They was constantly trying to put him into positions where he would be harmed because they were unhealed, because they were jealous of the light that he was bringing to the world here. So it's like somebody here, again, they was born to a mother that was just jealous of them, right? Was jealous of the light that they was gonna bring. Was jealous of the fact that this person was a valuable asset to the team. And this person, when they got pregnant with this person, they didn't feel like that. They didn't feel like they were valuable. I mean, and that's sad. That's unfortunate because, like, how could you not feel important that God chose you to bring such an important vessel into the world, right? But again, that deals with somebody who was having psychological issues, somebody that needed to be healed, and somebody who just wasn't ready to face what they needed to face. And so, therefore, they did not take care of whoever this is that I'm connecting to properly. So that's why you ended up going through this situation. But again, if you would have never went through this, you wouldn't be where you are now, which is at that point where you're like, okay, I truly want to get to know this God that everybody's talking about, right? I truly want to get to know this love that everybody keeps speaking of. And like I said, all you got to do is like, because somebody definitely, like I said, turn their back on God. They blame God for all of the hardships that they've gone through. And some of this stuff that this person may blame God for, they could have chose on their own. Like a lot of times too, we do because yeah, you was raped as a child. It does, destroy your innocence. It does skew your ability to make more informed choices because now you coming from a space of hurt, you coming from a space of fear. Like all of that has been allowed to come into your life. But sometimes you be put in situations where, like, you doing wrong, it's you not supposed to be doing this, and you still choose to do it anyway, and then you hide behind the fact, well, this is what happened to me, so that's why I did it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you got to make the conscious decision to break that cycle, to break that pattern. And sometimes it takes time. Some people never come to that conscious decision to break that pattern, right? um and a lot of times, because this does play into reincarnation, like if you don't believe in reincarnation, this ain't gonna be the reading for you anyway. But those karmic cycles people talk about, those are real, those are things that, and so there could have been something that you may have done in a past life, or someone in your bloodline may have done in the past life, that you were brought here to atone for whatever it was that they did. And so that's why you went through what you went through, right? So that you could apologize and make things right. It's human nature to, want to do the bad things, because evil, it's easy to do the bad things, but to make the conscious choice to want to do better in spite of, that's a powerful testimony. So anyway, we got great fortune here. So again, somebody here, you are someone that was meant to have assets. You are someone who was meant to have great fortune poured upon you. And because there was someone here, a mother figure that was here that, was jealous of this. They was jealous because somebody here definitely has some sort of gifts. You're someone that's extremely talented in your gifts. There was someone here that was jealous of, the prophecy or the gifts that were over your life. And so therefore they did not properly protect you, because they, it's like, if I can't have it, then, and again, that was something unhealed within them. You were sent here to help this family, this bloodline, to, realize that they needed to heal, or to get them people on up out of here, right? You are someone who may be able to, I feel like somebody has the gift of prophecy. So you're someone who already knows, like, things are going to happen before they happen. You are someone that may have, like, the gift of being able to um cast out demons in people. um you may have the gift of, being able to help people rise from the dead. But you got to have a certain level of being healed within yourself to even be able to tap into those types of gifts. And so again, the enemy knew that you were someone who, again, may have those types of gifts, and so they started very young to keep you from being able to even tap into that energy. That this is somebody that started, they wanted you to, be evil. They wanted you to not realize that you were someone that was very gifted, someone very talented, that you were someone who was extremely blessed. And so they started young, right? And then, not to mention, I feel like someone here could have even been born into, like, sin, like the way that they were, because we got gray periods, so somebody could have even been born through being great, right? Somebody here could have been born through, like, parents that were not wed. Like, unhealed actions are what brought this person forward. I hope y'all keep knowing what I'm saying. So we got a main female here, high priestess energy. You could be a female, or, there's a female here that is about to, maybe this, whoever this person is, they experienced grape in their lifetime at some point, right? And maybe there was a child that was born of this. Maybe this person, they resented this child because of this action here. So therefore, because of whatever this action was, they didn't protect this child. They didn't have love for this child. They didn't have that natural bond for that child, but they didn't, get rid of this child. And like I said, to hear that this child is gonna be a blessing and an abundance, like, it stirs something within this person because they're like, well, why did I have to go through all of that? And again, it made them not take care of the child. And then now you have a cycle of this child having to find that love, right? Because they didn't get it from the very first person that was supposed to show them this love. Right, so now they on this toxic cycle to where they making bad choices because they don't know no better. But like I said, now somebody is coming to that point where they're like, when if you know better, you do better. Boop. Look, we got family rooms. So there's definitely some sort of family secrets here that are being uncovered here. Okay, there again, 21 is the world. So somebody, you were someone who was meant to help close off these toxic cycles, right? Because now that you may be doing that healing, maybe you didn't came to the realization, okay, like I do want to get to know God. Like, I keep hearing all these amazing stories. I want to go ahead and figure out who this person is and get to know them for myself. And again, you are now you are making the conscious choice to seek out that love that you want, right? To pour that love into yourself. And then now that you are having children, because somebody here is gonna have children, baby father, okay, you are now going to be able to show those, protect those children in the way that you weren't protected, right? I'm hearing each one teach one. So it's like you're now going to be able to pour that love that you may not have necessarily seen into the next so that they don't have to go through what you went through. So there you go. You just closed the cycle and healed the next 7 generations after you. Right? And you're also helping to heal those 7 generations that came before you that needed healing. We got concern here. Car number 33. So somebody definitely is mastering. Somebody is getting some sort of wisdom here. Somebody is learning here. Okay. Somebody is now sitting down doing that thinking here. Somebody before they was just acting off impulses, like they didn't take the time to think. Now someone is at that age where they think before they take action now. And all of that came from this situation. So we got a courthouse here. Somebody now they're somebody could be under judgment or coming out of judgment here. Somebody definitely is thinking about some sort of assets here. Okay, they could be looking into some assets if they're about to receive. Somebody may be about to receive some sort of assets here. Okay, it's like someone is about to get everything that was maybe taken from them or stolen from them, right? Because of the actions of this mother here. So now this person is about to, something is about to come in for you. Whoever this is that I'm connecting to, you about to get bingo. Like you about to be being hugged by people. Like people are wanting your energy, your love that you have to give. You're practicing your acceptance speech for awards. So it's like you're about to be at an extreme state of happiness. Like I feel like because strangers are coming up to you to hug you, it's like they're gonna be telling you like your story helped me tremendously. Like I feel like you're about to do something that's going to touch a lot of people's lives. And I do feel like it could involve telling your story of what happened to you when you were a child. This happened so that you would be able to turn around and help other people to heal through what they got going on, right? Now you have a story to tell. Like I once was lost, but now I'm found. Like I once was roaming through this world, mad at God because like this happened to me as a child, and I was making all these decisions because I was mad at God, and when I started making these decisions, I was ruining other people's lives, and then one day I just said, sat down and I didn't want to do this to people no more. Like I wanted to heal myself. I wanted to not feel this hurt and this anger. So one day I just sat down and I said, God, take this anger and this hurt away from me. take it far away from me. And then God started like moving things in my life, making miracles appear. And then I found out later on in life that, I was left, I was loved. People loved me, but there was someone here that did not like how people loved me. So they hid things from me. They hid assets that were meant for me. They hid wealth and fortune that was meant for me away from me. But now all of this stuff is being restored to me because I finally made the conscious decision to say, you know what, despite of all the things that I went through, I'm ready to have real love. Right? I want to be able to give real love. I want to make sure that my future offspring don't go through what I had to go through. I want to set them up to be in a better position. Maybe I was set up to be in that position, but somebody decided that they wanted to come through and steal it because they didn't like the light within me, because they didn't have the courage to heal, because they didn't have the courage to seek the love that they didn't have, because they went through whatever they went through. But now we're gonna make sure that don't happen in my bloodline no more. We're gonna make sure that we don't have to go through that anymore. Somebody got a story to tell, and your story that you're going to tell is going to have people coming up to you like, if I listened to your story and I was going through something similar, and I just want to hug you, I just want to show you that love, I just want to let you know that you helped me, I want to give you those flowers that you may not have saw in the beginning here. We got recalling memories. Okay, somebody's memories of who they are returning. Somebody's memories of the fact that they were loved, that they were carried. Because this gives me the footprints in the sand. What is that? Let me see. Okay, poem. It's a poem. It's called Footprints in the Sand. It says, one night I dreamed I was walking along the beach with the Lord. Many scenes from my life flashed across the sky. In each scene, I noticed footprints in the sand. Sometimes there were two sets of footprints, other times there was one only. This bothered me because I noticed that during the low periods of my life, when I was suffering from anguish, sorrow, or defeat, I could see only one set of footprints. So I said to the Lord, you promised me, Lord, that if I followed you, you would walk. Hold on. You promised me, Lord, that if I followed you, you will walk with me always. But I have noticed that during the most trying periods of my life, there has only been one set of footprints in the sand. Why, when I needed you most, have you not been there for me? The Lord replied, the times when you have only seen one set of footprints, my child, is when I carried you. Then I just say somebody they turned their back on God because they felt like God wasn't with them. They felt like God left them and had forsaken them. God was like, I never left you. I carried you. Somebody is recalling that now. They're recalling the abundance and reclaiming the abundance on their life. I said somebody went through this grape or whatever happened to them, and it's just like they made that their whole persona. But now somebody is realizing like they're at that point where they don't want to carry around this hurt and this pain no more. They want to be healed, right? And so God's like, all you gotta do is, repent, say you sorry, and watch how your life gets better from here. Make the conscious choices to make the right decisions now, right? I've always been with you. I just needed you to, you had to go through this in order to realize that you no longer you want to make the conscious decision that you don't want to keep going through this no more. Karmic. You had to learn these lessons. Somebody had a karmic mother. You was born into a karmic family. This person, like I said, they were hurt. They was betrayed. Maybe they experienced being touched inappropriately too. And they held on to it and they didn't want to let it go. And because they didn't want to let it go, you was ushered into that same life. The same thing happened to you. But now you're the one that's like, this stops with me. I ain't gonna keep letting this happen in my family. I'm not gonna keep holding on to this hurt and this pain. And like I said, somebody is now remembering, like, God always been with me. I could have, because somebody been in a situation where they was great. Yeah, you was touched, but somebody could have lost their life. And in this moment, they didn't lose their life. And that's something to be thankful for. Yeah, you went through this tragic situation, but at least you still here. And now that you still here, you got that voice to tell other people about it so they don't have to carry that hurt and harm through them and make the terrible decisions that they made anymore. This is somebody that has broken some sort of generational curse. They've closed off a cycle within their bloodline, some sort of curse that was placed on their bloodline. And people place curses on people's bloodlines because of fear, because they scared, because they're hurt. And it just becomes this toxic cycle. Like somebody's learned their lesson from this toxic cycle, and this person's like, I'm not gonna keep going through this no more. And because of that, God is like, I'm about to shine a light on your life. I'm about to make you realize, or I'm about to put you in a position to where you can tell other people, like, hey, you don't have to make the choices that you made. Like, God is real. You can let go of that hurt that you've been carrying all these years. Like, I feel like I want to cry right now. Because somebody's life is doing a total turnaround. I feel like somebody has been longing to like wake up with joy. Like they see other people with joy and they've been like, I want to have that joy. Why don't I have that joy over my life? Now somebody's about to get all of the joy that they've wanted. Why my thing always be going out? I don't understand. Cause it was definitely placed on the charger yesterday. Let me see where I cut off at. A long time ago. Hmm. It's so crazy. Right after I said that God is real, that's when it cut out. Mhm. Anyway, like I said, you're being placed in the position to where somebody definitely wasn't diving into their emotions, but it's like you're about to dive into your emotions. You're about to, like I was saying that I felt like I wanted to cry. Like somebody here was, maybe they felt like, or they was told that they couldn't cry. Like it was, crying was bad, don't cry. But somebody is about to realize that crying is necessary, like that they need to cry because it's going to bring about their healing. And then I was talking and laughing about how when you cry after, after you cry is like some of the best sleep, right? And when you sleep, that's when you heal. So crying is very healing. Like it's okay to cry, it's okay to release those pent up emotions. And you're about to be in a position to where you're able to help other people express their emotions. Like somebody here is definitely breaking, that curse of not tapping into their emotions, right? Of keeping things bottled in, of not telling their story. Somebody's about to tell their story, and their story is going to open other people. Like, people are going to be fascinated with your story. People are going to want to come to you and tell you, they want to give you your flowers and be like, your story helped me push through. You are the model for what made me change my life, right? The fact that your faith is what your faith showed me to believe that I can have faith, to trust in, what's going to be here for me. All right, so like I was saying I started off saying that this was about Sierra. Like we saw Sierra go through a lot of public relationships, and look at her now. She flourishing now. She's in a long term commitment with someone who, outwardly shows her how much he loves her. It's like reciprocated love. At least that's what it looked like from where I'm at. And however it goes from there, that's on them. But I just, what I'm saying? I know that it's possible to have that type of love because I've seen her go through it. Like we saw her go through it with Future, and it's like she had to consciously make the decision that that's not the path that she wanted to head down. She didn't want to be in that situation anymore. In the moment that she released that, it was like, I'm not standing for that because I'm valuable. God sent her somebody that showed her just as valuable as she showed herself to be on the inside. God showed her, brought her somebody to show her just how valuable she is on the outside. And there was someone here, a karmic family member, for somebody who was a karmic mother, that they were jealous that because they knew that you were going to get this in your life, and so they tried to derail you from that. And that's why you was put into this situation where you could have been raped or inappropriately touched. And like I said, this same thing could have happened to that person as well. But they just didn't make that conscious decision to heal from it. They allowed that hurt to fester, and it's like a wound. When you open up a wound, right, if you don't take the proper precautions to clean that wound out and to keep it dry and to make sure that it don't get infected, so that it cause you to have to cut off your arm, if they don't do that, then again, you end up having to lose that limb. But if you make the conscious decision to, check on this wound, to make sure you clean it, to make sure you keep putting clean, dry bandages on it, eventually it'll start to heal. Till you get to the point where you don't even see the wound there no more. Like, it may leave a scar as a reminder that you had that wound, but it won't affect you. You don't have to worry about your arm being cut off. So like I said, somebody is still new on, this journey. Like, you new to this coming to Jesus right now. But you're definitely discovering, like, that you are valuable. Even if you're just one pinnacle right now. Even if it's just you right now. You are discovering the fact that you are valuable. And now you're about to plant that seed. And that seed is going to grow. Four swords, you're healing. You are planting the seed of healing, of recuperating after going through this journey, after going through this battle, after learning this lesson, dealing with these karmic family members who didn't want to see you succeed because it only made them feel like they were some sort of failure. And like I said in the very beginning, how could you not, if you, especially if this is like somebody's mother, or even if this is somebody's father, like, you have to know within you that you were loved and valuable enough that God chose you to even bring this type of value into the world. Maybe somebody didn't get the chance to look at it like that. But because you've taken the time to do the proper healing work, if this mother or father is still alive, you're helping them now to see, like, the value within themselves. And maybe, I feel like somebody may have their parent that's going to come to them and apologize and tell them their story. Like, I was hurt. So that's why I ended up hurting you. But now I'm going to make the proper steps to do right. And now you started that healing cycle within your life. You're restoring the balance back into this family here. Somebody was, whoever this karmic person was before you, they were afraid of that balance. And again, it made them jealous that you were someone who was going to have the courage to bring about that change, because they wanted to be the one to bring about that change, not realizing that by bringing you into this world, they did have the courage to do that change. To heal. Look, Ace of Pentacles, this is a divine is blessing you with new business opportunities. Now that you realize that you have the power to heal, now that you realize that you got the power to change this cycle here by tapping into your emotions, by, acknowledging that, yeah, this was an unfortunate situation that you went through, but even though it was unfortunate, you can still make a difference. You can plant a new seed. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again. That's just what I heard come through. Look, sun. Somebody didn't succeed at having happiness before, but now they're being given that opportunity to dust it off and try again. I said this could even be because you are healing, because you are doing what's right. You're helping these people to, realize that they can succeed and dust off and try again as well. Somebody is definitely about to bring forth a child, a new generation. Like somebody is ushering in a new generation of healed people. So that peaceful world that people thought that we couldn't attain, like it's closer than we can think, we can imagine. Because things are being shaken up so much now, right? Because someone is making that conscious effort to return back to love, to return back to that natural state of balance. That again is helping the next generation and the next generation. That's why I say I heard each one teach one. You went through this. You crawled so that the next generation can walk. They're walking so that the next generation can run. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Like I said earlier, somebody did walk away from some blessings. And then they tried to go and recreate those same blessings that they walked away from. I also see somebody accepting, like, again, this new abundance from the divine, this new stability from the divine, and then going out here into the world and delivering that story, creating, being like the divine, getting back to that natural state of love, harmony, and balance, even after going through this situation here. You see how he got this pinnacle that the divine gave him framed? Right? And now he out here creating just like he was meant to do, creating and helping other people to get a little piece of that fruit, that seed, so that they can plant it. Yeah. Somebody's supposed to be building and creating so that they can help these people stop feuding and arguing with each other. They can stop this aggression and this chaos that's been taking place. Like that's the what somebody's life was meant to be. Like that's why you went through this situation, so that you can go and tell other people, like, hey, even though we went through this, even though you was harmed in the past, you don't have to stay in that energy. You can grow, you can heal, you can learn from the situation here and make different and better choices in the future. Somebody is definitely going to like change some laws. They're going to help bring about new changes in the laws. Somebody is definitely like learning how to protect. There's good and evil in all of it, serves a purpose. Yeah, we got the Emperor here. Somebody is finally leveling up, realizing that they're valuable. Somebody could have definitely had a situation where they could have been like somebody with like a father figure here. Maybe this father figure didn't protect them. Maybe this father figure, was touched or something. And it's just something that went on within this family here. Maybe they didn't speak about it. They didn't talk about it. They held it. They internalized it. They started making toxic decisions. They ended up having a child. And, then the child went through that. Now the child is growing up and they realize that they want to have a child, but they want to make sure that their child is shielded and protected from that. So again, somebody here was born just to break this curse. So the only way that they could break it is if they go through it. You ain't gonna be out here advocating for kids to not be touched if you ain't never been touched. Or I mean, not saying that you have to be touched, but you got to know somebody that was touched. You have to be it either directly happened to you or it happened to somebody that you knew. You had to be affected by it in some way for you to feel so strongly about advocating against it. You had to learn the lesson to go through the lesson. You have to get the lesson. Somebody is learning again about restructuring. They're recalling who they are. They're recalling the fact that they are someone who is valuable. But you had to come from a place of feeling like you wasn't valued to even be able to appreciate value. And you had to realize that you were valuable within yourself. 4-1, celebration, coming home. Like somebody is definitely healing from this karmic situation here. Returning back to the divine here. Healing that cycle. Going through judgment. Answering that calling that's been placed on your life. And again, it's 3 people here, so it's like you're having that opportunity to not only heal you, but to heal that generation before you and that generation that's coming after you. Three of Pentacles here. And now all of y'all can work together to, again, create this new life, this new turning of events. Now when you get this asset here, this house or whatever this is, this notoriety that you want, now you have the blueprint on not only how to make it, but also how to make it better. Chariot, forward movement, direction, control. Somebody is taking back control. Where they once spiraled out of control. I'm seeing honey right off the bat. Honey. Honey is sweet. Honey also has healing properties. That's 2 H's. E, Y, O. We got the letter V, K, D, Z, G, and Q. I'm seeing hokey. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's when y'all fall down. You put your right foot in, you take your right foot out, you put your right foot in, then you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. So again, this is definitely someone that's healing their childhood, healing from childhood situations. We got God coming out. So again, somebody here is facing God, right? They're discovering God again. We got the key. Somebody is realizing that the key is to return back to God, right? To become more like this God, to step into this God that you are. Somebody was feeling very void. They were in a state of feeling void, lack. Somebody's about to get the key, the opportunity to open that door. KOD, King of Diamonds. Somebody is becoming the king that they were intended to be, the emperor, the ruler that you was intended to be. We got hey. I said, hey, hey, what a wonderful time to play and get along with each other. Like you were someone who was meant to bring the peace. But you had to go through the chaos so that you'll be able to even know what the peace is, or even, you know, relish in having that peace. We got dough. Doe is like a young deer, ain't it? You are someone that's very near and dear to the divine. Yeah, ego. Somebody had to check their ego. Dogs could be significant. Somebody was greedy. We got hogs here. Somebody had to go through the mud. I'm hearing, I get it out the mud. Look, yep. As soon as I said that, I saw Kevin. And he talks about how he had to go through the mud and how he transformed. You have to go through the dark in order to be able to transform and appreciate the light. Yeah, that's what I got y'all for the tarot portion of the video. I hope it brought you some truth, some peace, and some clarity, if nothing else. Ooh, my ear just, what was that? If nothing else, I hope it brought you guys, I hope you was entertained, okay? Please make sure that if you resonated with this video, or you know someone who may resonate in any way, that you hit this like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell and all, so you're notified next time I go live or upload any more videos. So now we're about to move into the Reiki portion of the video. If you're not familiar, Reiki is a Japanese healing modality. It helps to ground your energy, balance your energy, and remove any blockages that may be within your energetic field. It is a wonderful modality to have, know, and use when you are on your spiritual journey. It helped me tremendously on my journey, and I like to do my due diligence of each one, teach one, by showing y'all better than I can tell you. Okay, it's all about healing though on an energetic level, that energetic frequency. That's what Reiki is all about. That foundation, right? It's helping you to, because if you're tapped into your own energy, which is what I encourage you to do, is to sit down and meditate and see what your own energy is like. And then once you get this, it helps you to, like, if you have any blockages or stagnation within your energy, it helps you to cleanse that and clear that so you can get on your rightful path, right? It helps you on that atom level, that core level. Look, determination. This came out last night. Am I talking to the same person that I was channeling last night? That determination to keep going even though you could be being faced with adversity. Card number 16 is the tower in traditional tarot. And the tower is that unexpected breakdown, that breakdown of your foundation here. It's when the divine step in and cause that tower moment, shakes things up. So solar plexus chakra says you've called this card into your awareness today as a reminder of the power and importance of determination. This powerful energy is calling you to align with it as you bring out the determination that lies within you. Everything at some point requires that extra energy and push to push it to the next stage of creation. Determination and will are the keys to amplifying your desired outcome at this time. You may have been working hard on a certain project and have come to a standstill. You may have doubts, and the negative thoughts may be overshadowing your dreams. It is natural to have doubts. However, pulling this card is a sign that it's time to get focused and determined. Nothing in this world can take this dream from you. Allow the fire in your belly to rise as you bring forth the energy required to move into the next stage in your manifestation. It's time to be focused and clear on your outcome. What is it that you would like to create? What are your desires? You are the only one who to make this happen, and it's important to keep your eye on the goal. Don't let it go. Do what needs to be done to make it happen. When you feel like all the odds are against you and you want to give up, know that you have the determination to succeed. The powerful energy lives inside you and is ready and waiting for you to surrender to its calling. Call forth the power of determination to once again bring you into alignment with your dreams and desires. It's truly amazing that you can achieve what you put your mind to. Something and It's truly amazing what you can achieve when you put your mind to something and apply determination. This is a great trait of a champion athlete. It's time for you to be a champion and go for what you desire. Okay, your affirmation is I am an unstoppable being of love and determination. I am an unstoppable being of love and determination. I am an unstoppable being of love and determination. Okay, so this is somebody that's not letting what you do, what you've been through, keep you from getting to where it is that you want to be. Somebody wants to have committed love. Someone wants to, again, have a world of peace where they don't have to worry about, you know, all of the nuances of life, right? Somebody is determined to have that, and this is your confirmation to keep pushing through because it's closer than you think. All right, angels, ancestors, guys, please cleanse, clear, and ground the solar plexus chakra of the collective at this time. Please cleanse, clear, and ground the solar plexus chakra of the collective at this time. Please cleanse, clear, and ground the solar plexus chakra of the collective at this time. And of course, I do let y'all know this break is not a one-time deal. You want to incorporate it into your healing journey often, okay? It is what helps you to keep everything balanced so that you can get to the levels that you need to get to in order to accomplish the goals that you need to accomplish. Every day we interact with people who either want to see us shine or they want to destroy us and slow us down. And by making sure that you're keeping this energy balanced, you're able to have that clarity to be able to discern between the two and to release those who you need to release and call in those who you need to call in. But you have to be in tune with your own energy to know how other people's energies can affect you. So that's why doing Reiki is definitely beneficial because it helps you to get in tune with your energy. And when you have a light, when you're someone who has a light and you're infectious and you shine, it calls other people towards you. So if you know how to check your energy and keep your energy in control, and you also teach other people how to do that, then again, that peace that you desire, that love that you desire, that not only that you want to have for yourself, but you want other people to experience it as well, is able to more freely be able to push that energy through. So now that we have cleansed, cleared, and grounded your energy, go ahead and send it some more healing energy to make sure that it is working as optimal best. So take a deep breath in through your nose with me and out through your mouth. And in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one more deep breath in. And out. All right. Should be feeling nice and relaxed. You might feel a sensation going through you. You might not feel anything, and it's fine. It just might mean you need to work on raising your vibration. again, getting this Reiki session, walking outside in the grass barefoot, hugging a tree, getting fresh air, sunlight, eating more about higher vibrational foods like fruits and vegetables, drinking water. All of that's going to help raise your vibration so that you can really tap into this subtle energy, and also helps clears out any blockages that may be within your energetic field. Okay, all of those things are going to help so you can feel this energy. But no worries, even if you're not feeling anything, know that right now you are being healed on the level that you need. And again, the more you receive this energy, the more you will heal. Now, again, I don't tell y'all the other benefits of it other than what I just expressed to you guys, because everybody is different. Everybody is at different healing levels within themselves. So, like I said, I implore you guys to get in tune with your own energy, and then, take note of how this energy affects you when you start to receive it. Take notes of what you notice changing on the inside. Take notes of what you observe changing on the outside. Okay, and then come back and let us know what you are experiencing. It lets me know that you're not just taking my word for it, that you are taking your own health and healing into your own hands. Right? Nobody can tell you about you better than you. Right? And also, it serves as a testimony when you guys come back and comment or message me for other people of how this energy can work. Right? It shows. It's each one teach one. It shows like, hey, I got in tune with this energy. This is what happened for me. This is what could happen for you. And it opens up the door to discussion, to community. Okay. So shout out to those of you who do comment, or those of you who do message me and let me know what you experienced by getting this healing energy. And shout out to those of you who just are, experiencing it and don't say anything. Like, again, I just appreciate y'all for being here and allowing me to share this gift with you guys. All right, so if you find you enjoy this and you want to receive more, feel free to rewatch this video, or you can even click on another video, because I infuse all my videos with this healing energy. Or you can join my membership channel and become a virtual bestie, where I use the tarot, oracle, and Reiki to identify blockages and help you to remove them. Or you can go over to my website at bodyworkmassage.com and book a personal session with me, because again, I do oh yeah, you can book a personal session with me. Or if you rather have that in-person experience, you can Google how you can become a Reiki practitioner, or you can Google a Reiki practitioner in your area. Okay, again, I do encourage people to tap into this healing energy, because it is amazing, right? And I want you to see how amazing it is for yourself, but only if you feel called to do so. Okay, everybody not gonna necessarily be ready to tap into it, but if you feel like you're ready, I definitely encourage you to tap into it. So now that I have told y'all how you can receive their energy, and I've shared it with you, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off. And again, I do appreciate y'all for being here with me, for rocking with me. um, Shout out to everybody out there. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I hope that this message was encouraging. I hope that it helped you to heal. I hope that it helped you in some sort of way. Okay, so I appreciate you guys for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Until the next video, I hope y'all create the day that you deserve. I'm out. Deuces. Bye.